they happen to have anything of arcane or divine nature that may have survived the fire?
I don't think Barthen's carried anything like that. We could take a quick look.
I think Barthen's was completely engulfed in flames.
Well, magic items
I
can
do
usually
understand
survive
that,
fire.
but magical items, enchanted things, do tend to survive that.
Not really in Phandalin. Not that we noticed anyway.
Yeah, this is my first time here. So
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, it's like it's a little podunk frontier
He had told
town.
them to go to Neverwinter for that.
Well, then perhaps we should just proceed.
Yeah. So before we leave, I want to take the hammer and strike it against the anvil, and then just sort of silently say some rites for Yogg-Thul, I guess, before we leave. And then I want to keep the hammer, and we'll leave.
And I'm still going to make comments about, like, vote 10 while I'm at Townmaster.
And Nevin and Tombs, you're going out with everyone else?
Wynn just walks up to the corpse. So do you plan on voting for Townmaster?
I mean, voter fraud definitely worked in the 1930s. It could work now.
I'm glad you added context to that.
You all head back out on the trail, heading towards the Tribor, and head towards the village of Conyberry. Making good time, traveling this trail quite a few times. You go past where the barrow was, where you had camped multiple times. Start getting into unknown territory. You see the rising hills up into the Sword Mountains to your right. You can see them stretching into the sky, and then dark, bleak wood to your left. No sights of dragons going across the road. You go across the place where you had found the orc ambush. You see some skeletons on the road and the tree kind of hacked apart. But other than that, you don't see too much as you continue going forward. And just as the sun is just beginning to set, as you're making really good time, you see what looks to be a sprawling village. The lights on in about half the houses ahead of you. You can hear what sounds to be a town crier calling out, walking throughout the town.
That seems ominous.
Keep up appearances. I'm gonna have my imp shapeshift into a raven, so it doesn't look like there's 3 devils walking in.
To keep up appearances, I'm going to cast Disguise Self and change into my other token.
To triply keep up appearances, I am also going to turn into Rick.
Oh my god.
Why do we have 2 tieflings?
Just lucky, I guess.
I cast Disguise Self. No, I cast Disguise Self.
No, my familiar changed.
Tybalt,
in my travels.
You're gonna look like Rick, but you're gonna be Tybalt for right now.
That's fine. I'm perfectly fine.
And then I'm missing. God, there's a lot of you now.
In my travels, sometimes people have been a little off-putting by my actual appearance.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm missing the imp, which you might need to. There you go.
Holy crap! This town is big. Well, it's not big, but it's bigger than Phandalin.
No,
Quite sprawling. It doesn't seem to be
big.
as many townsfolk walking around as you thought there would be. But you do see, and he had heard it coming upon, you see like farms and fields stretching out, a lot of town, like town buildings. And it seems to be most of the larger buildings are situated to the north of the town. But the person that seems to be shouting seems to be towards the southern road.
I don't see any reason why we didn't just proceed.
Yeah.
Up the road.
Yeah.
What's he shouting? No guard. No one stopped us, so we might as well proceed.
Mr.
Yeah,
Yelling Man.
Yeah, I think Baz asked what he was shouting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like as you're getting closer, you're hearing trouble in water deep, disease and sickness running rampant. The open lord says everything is under control, but don't expect any caravans this season.
Ooh.
This is
not good
Conyberry?
news.
That,
Conyberry.
Why did I think it was ruin? It was in ruins.
that sounds bad for a resort town.
Sounds bad for anyone that has family in town.
I mean, also, if
Sounds
there aren't
bad.
pyramids coming out of Waterdeep, that's a lot of supplies that aren't going out
Finally,
to
I
the
didn't
places that
realize
need
I was
them.
on mute.
Crazed man in stocks after causing disturbances and scaring the townsfolk. Throw your rotten vegetables. Tomatoes available at the stock. A copper a throw.
It's Pyrium.
It's Pyrium's brother of an NCO.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your fine newspapers.
Right? Can't have infinite voices. We can't just assume.
Yeah.
But did I, Pyrium?
Shit!
Son of a bitch.
I've been waiting for you.
Sir, I'm speaking to you. This is Townmaster Wynn from Fandown.
A silver, please.
Oh, a silver? Perfectly. I could do that. I will hand him a silver out of the measly amount of gold that I have. Because Bayricks are, treasurer.
I'll
One
hand him a
copy
silver
of the
back.
Conyberry Herald.
Sir, I have one question. Do you know where we could get some spaces to stay for the night?
Well, there's the Stubborn Rabbit Inn. Right up the road.
Stubborn.
He just points
Alright.
out this way.
And I will ask, as we walk by, I'll ask one more question. Is there a mercantile, a general store, somewhere to get supplies in this hamlet?
Well, we have a few places, depending on what you're looking for. There's Todd Sluggett's farm. We have a general store. We have a blacksmith, and we have an exchange. We also have a cartwright and a carpenter if you're looking for one of those.
What do you exchange?
Yeah, currency. It's almost like a bank.
Money is money. Why do I need to change it into other money?
Well, if you only have gold and you're buying stuff that costs copper.
I don't have gold.
Anything of an arcane nature?
Everyone's looking at me just like, what do you do? It's like, I don't know. I just have so much money I haven't had to worry about it yet.
I've just been overpaying by everything.
Yeah,
As far as I know,
have-
there's none of the arcane persuasion here, but you could always take a look gander and find out.
Right. Well, thank you, sir.
Where's this man in the stocks?
Oh, the stocks.
The
Right in front of
pillory.
the townmaster's house. He kind of
And-
points up near the woods.
Ah, yes, a fellow Townmaster. I will definitely
You
go
were
be
never elected. You were never elected.
And
Please
I
stop
will-
claiming the title.
I will ask, why was he put in stocks again?
He started shouting some nincompoop about some creature he saw roaming about the town. Utter nonsense.
Why would you put him in the stocks for saying he saw creatures about? This is a dangerous place. I mean, just
Oh,
traveling on
don't
the
be
road.
silly. It's completely safe. He's just
What did
causing
this-
being a rabble rouser.
Oh,
What did
rabble
this-
rousel, yes.
What did this supposed creature look like? Per this person.
Supposed town master.
You think I listen to a crazy person? Why don't you ask him yourself?
I assume as a news reporter, you listen to everything. Is that not your job?
I don't listen to fake news.
Oh my god, he's a
Oh,
propagandist.
No.
He's a propagandist. He's a town crier. He's on the hook.
Right. What time of day again is this?
It's about 5 p.m.
So I think we have time to go by the stocks before we head to the whatever Rabbit Inn.
Well, let's look at Nevin too, right? Like we're here, to try to run down some leads. I just thought the stock seemed interesting because,
Okay.
like, I agree. I think we should go check out. I just thought it might be connected, but I honestly don't 100% know what the lead is here.
Neither do I really.
Okay. All right. We'll just mill it down, I guess. But I think Felix makes sense then. We should go there.
Before we go, I'm gonna ask the crier: seen any travelers recently? Any new people in town?
Hardly. I normally keep track of all newcomers to our town, but I can't remember the last time anyone came, to be honest. Think about it. I don't seem to remember much in the past few days.
Super weird. I
Okay.
will turn around and look at anybody that will catch my eye.
I'm freaking out just like you are. This is weird.
Yeah.
I
It's
also
weird.
thought Conyberry was in ruins. I thought we were heading to a ruin.
Sorry, I had to use the restroom. Whatever I missed right there.
That is what
Oh, yeah,
Sister
you
Gariel
missed-
said.
Yeah.
Sister
You
Gary
missed-
said this place was in ruins.
That's what she said.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look at the town crier. How did this town recently spring up, or
Oh no, we've been around for... This town has been around for hundreds of years.
Gariel's
Hold
from the
on.
future.
Let me handle this. I am very well versed in when something's real or not. Bayrick, handle this.
What? Shit.
That's a fine politician there delegating.
Yeah, damn right.
Okay, I guess I'll
Eric, is
cast Detect
anything-
Magic.
yeah, is there anything weird going on here?
I'll
It worked.
Ryan, is
That's magic.
Go ahead.
I'm
Neville.
assuming I would have had some sort of briefing about what to expect in Conyberry. Is this what we're seeing? Pretty much what I was expecting, or
You were sent to investigate the disappearances and non-reporting of a group of Harpers that were investigating the disappearance of townsfolk in Conyberry.
townsfolk? Okay. So not
Okay.
ruins. Okay.
Only Sister Gariel said they were ruins.
I want to cast that as a ritual, though.
She hasn't been wrong this whole time, so really.
Are there any ruins in this town?
The only odd thing is it seems like at least half the houses have no lights on.
Because they can only use magic to half yes.
The talk.
What?
They only have so many spell slots.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I meant
they had
to
to do
say.
a short rest to cast light again.
I,
They don't get infinite cantrips.
sorry,
like
I
the
was not
adventurers.
picking that up.
Gentlemen, shall we proceed
I,
cautiously?
I'm highly
Yeah, I agree,
suspicious,
Felix.
But yes,
Let's go speak to that man in the stock.
I would like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual, though I know that's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, you can
So.
detect magic as you're like kind
Oh.
of walking.
You
Yep.
said that was to the north up here.
Yep, pointed out
Alright.
this way.
And that'll last for about 10 minutes once it's up.
Okay.
So you pass. About every other house seems to have the lights off. You pass what looks to be a Cartwright. Looks like the lights are on. And as you head up, you see the lights on. This looks to be a larger building with a little turret tower. There is a sign outside that says Town Master, but as you're walking up, you see someone, one stock, looks to be a man. He has shaved his head, and it looks like he has bits of rags stuffed into his ears and seems to be talking to himself.
Yeah, that seems normal.
There's lots of rotten tomatoes and cabbages about him. Looks like he's been hit with quite a bit.
Cabbages!
That took a turn.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
will go
walk
up
up
there.
to Mr. Crazy Tim and I'm gonna take the stuff out of his ears.
Like, he notices you coming up, and he's shouting, "No, no, no! Don't remove them!" As you're trying to pull them out.
Why is that?
I don't want to hear it. Actually, he just shouts that all as one because he's not responding to what you say to him. He cannot hear you.
Could the town bard be that bad?
That's great. That was a top tier fucking D&D
That was a
joke.
pretty good one. That was a pretty fucking good one.
I, I said that fully. I said that fully expecting my mic to be muted and looking like a total idiot. So glad it played out.
He does make really good jokes while his mic is muted. It's a terrible confliction.
Yeah.
So he's not responding to our questions.
He's not. He's just pretty much telling you to get away from him and don't. And Tybalt like reach for his ears, and he's saying no, but he can't really stop Tybalt. So up to him.
I'm gonna pull him out.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, I don't know that this is a good
It's
idea.
too late.
It's too late.
Well, I mean, the
I didn't
stocks are
ask
usually
if the
locked.
room was- I
No,
cast
I'm not pulling
Firebolt.
him out of the stocks. I'm pulling the rags out of his ears.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna let him out of the pillory or whatever.
I
It's
would like
not-
to know how much earwax comes out of the ears with the rags.
Oh god.
Okay, we got to roll on the earwax table. I guess.
Oh
So-
no, not the earwax table.
You pull out the wads of rags stuffed into his ear, and there's plenty of earwax. It seems like
Ugh,
they've been stuck in there
gross.
for a while. They're quite dirty and almost starchy with how much they've
Oh.
endured the weather.
I wish I hadn't asked.
He's like, no, why would you do that? He's like kind of shaking in the stocks, and he's like, I don't want to hear. And he kind of stops mid sentence and just seems to be like staring blankly. He's like, what was I talking about?
You don't hear anything.
Is anyone else finding this odd?
Hi,
Yeah. I
Town
don't
Master
know
Wynn
what is
here.
going on.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering,
Fetty.
are you mentally insane?
I think you should put the stuff back in his ears.
Hold on. Let's
If
do
one
2 lines
more-
of questioning. With and without the ears.
He can't hear you when the ear things are in.
Oh shit. Who here can write? I have really big claws. I can't write that well.
What if he's illiterate?
That's a fair assessment.
What am I doing in these stocks? Get me out of here!
Who are you?
I'm Tim, the farmer. Who are you?
Have you seen creatures in town?
Not that I can think of.
Do you
What
have
kind of
any?
Yeah.
creature?
I have a serious question for you, Tim. Hi, I'm Town Master Wynn from down the way. Do you have any memories of what happened, say, about 2 to 3 weeks ago?
Yes, I harvested quite a good crop. I feel like most of it's at my feet right now. I don't know why they waste all these vegetables.
Why did they put you in
What
the
do you
stock?
farm?
Oh, carrots, cabbages, leeks, potatoes. Don't know why I'm in these stocks. Can you tell me?
They said they put you in the stocks. They
You
said
made
you were
it.
talking some crazy shit, saying you saw monsters.
Don't recall.
No one seems to recall anything.
Bayrick!
I wanna slip away to one of these buildings that has no lights in it, and try and sneak a look in one of them.
I'm gonna yell for Bayrick, who is literally standing right next
Which
to me.
one do you
like I
wanna
don't know
try?
He's there.
Whichever's
What?
closest to the stop.
It would
What do you
be this
need,
one.
Win?
I will slide back over there.
I'm as lost as you are.
I'm gonna accompany him.
Because
Do you-
I think something is charming him or mesmerizing him.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
where
can't
I'm
hear it.
going at, but we can't hear
We're not
it
hearing
yet.
it. Yeah.
Eric,
What-
if one more person says they don't remember anything, I'm burning this town back to the ground.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
back
look
to
at me.
the-
Doesn't that seem a bit unnecessary?
The door is open.
Can
Felix.
Can I
The
try
door
and
is open.
listen to?
Yeah.
I don't know. See if I hear.
I want to do
Something out of the ordinary?
a perception check first
You sure
to
can.
see if I hear anything on the inside. 16.
Can you make a charisma saving throw when you try to listen there?
Oh, no.
Please.
Yeah, I can.
Not you. Not you.
Who?
You
Felix,
were going
right?
inside the house. No, that was for Nevin.
Oh,
What am I doing?
Charisma saving throw.
24.
24.
Holy shit.
You don't hear anything.
It's probably for the best.
Nothing from inside the house either, Felix, that you can hear.
You said the door was open,
It was open. Like the door was shut, but unlocked.
but unlocked. All right, I'm going to try and stealthily open the door.
It opens without a sound, as if the hinges had been oiled not too long ago.
What do I see when I open the door?
You see what looks to be a half-prepared dinner. It looks to have been maybe even yesterday being prepared, just now the meat starting to get a little stink to it. None of it has been cooked yet. You see that there's wood in the fireplace that is prepared to start a fire over a kettle, but there's no sign of anyone around, no struggle, no blood. Doesn't seem to be someone just left in the middle of the day as they're preparing a meal.
All right.
Do I see them, Felix, going over there and doing that?
Yeah, sure. You might
I'm
not
gonna
see
ask-
Felix, but you would see Tombs at least. Felix did stealth pretty high. You could roll perception for him.
Oh. Tim the farmer. Who lives in that house over there?
Oh, I believe it was Lane.
Who? What?
His name was Lane.
Lane.
Basket weaver. His name is Lane, a basket weaver.
I would like to whisper into Bayrick's ear uncomfortably close because I'm Win and say, as someone who's had someone stuck in his head for a while, this sounds a lot like some sort of deception by sound and voice.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't understand why we're not affected.
We weren't
Is it
here
just
when
'cause
the
we just
spell
here?
we weren't here when the spell was casted. Castade. What do you magic users say?
Cast.
if you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also gonna listen for anything disturbing to see if I hear anything.
Where's the
I'm-
closest house building that has lights on?
Ooh.
This one.
All right, I want to move up over there.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I want to try and either peek in a window, check a door, I guess I'll do a perception check.
Okay. And then Tybalt,
Very
Also do a
little
perception
help,
check for me.
actually impressed. Compared to-
That's a 4, but let's see. Is there anything I can do about that?
you're just peeking in a window, right, Felix?
Just trying to see if there's lights on. I want to see if anyone's home. So
Alright.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm gonna use my Dark One's own luck to add a D10 to that 4, just to try to get something better
Looks
than a
like
4.
there is an old lady sitting in a chair, like a rocking chair, just rocking back and forth. Looks to be an elven lady.
Instead of a 4, I got an 11 because I used my Dark One's own luck.
You do notice what looks to be a fresh pool of blood or like trail of blood that seems to lead around this house back this way.
Follow the blood.
As a bard, does any type of sound charm thing bring a spark or an idea?
I don't think that this would. At least not yet.
So Barrick's pretty dense. I think he's just gonna take some like cotton wadding and shove it in his ears and see what happens.
Yeah, I was thinking about just
Yeah, I think I don't want to do
Ears.
that. Just see what happens. I'm gonna look around, just make sure no one's looking at me.
Yeah, you're both now deafened.
God damn it!
We're both now deafened. Cause and effect.
I love that I can give myself a status effect. Like,
You can always do that. Close your
Yeah.
eyes and guess what? You're blind.
Yes.
I would like to use my action to pull him out of Payrick's ears and put him back in Tim's ear.
no, don't. I don't want that. His ears are gnar.
I would
You'd have
have
to-
gave. Yeah.
Beat him in a grapple check for that. If
You
did
know
not
I'd
want.
win.
I don't know
Not
that.
necessarily
You
true.
are Win.
Bayrick's pretty strong.
Not that strong. I don't have these fancy belts or fucking.
Have you seen that dad bod he's rocking in his dwarf now?
That is true. He's
Pretty
got the
strong.
dad bod going.
You'd probably be scared of him. It'd probably be.
You guys are so
Bayrick
mean.
Bayrick also explicitly said that he would wait until nobody was looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I'm just interested
Alright.
in what
Can I get out of these stocks, please?
I would just be interested
No.
in what Tim Plugged Ears has to say about this situation if we can calm him down.
I'm gonna let him out of the stocks.
Please
Oh
don't.
god.
Please don't.
That's not our call. Fair.
Yeah, I know, but clearly something's wrong here.
Yes.
And he seems.
Wait, Bayrick, hold on. If there was a spell casted that has something to do with listening when he was here, and he was able to stuff his ears somehow, and he's not the and he's wait. Oh my god, my beautiful metallic brain has done a thing. A spell was casted on the town, but he was the only one not listening because his ears were already stuffed.
Right. Yes.
So let's stuff
yeah,
his
I
ears
understand.
and ask him actual questions, because under spell, Tim is not going to give us any more information because he's under his spell.
So should we stuff our ears?
No, we just tried that. Bayrick did it. He was deafened. It wasn't very smart.
No, you didn't see that because I tried to wait until no one was looking at me.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
yeah.
In
It's
that
about
case,
what
I
were
have
you?
That's
no
fine.
You were
idea.
following the blood trail.
Yeah, let's follow Tybalt.
It just seems to lead on the other side of this house, but that it just seems to like end. Like there's no drippings. It ends about here, and there's nothing else.
I love
Right,
things.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
You hit this hedge.
Alright, it didn't work. I've done all I can do.
And can everyone who did not stuff their ears make a charisma saving throw, please?
Oh, I did a thing!
Oh no, that's my best one, Ryan. You know that.
Natural 20.
Woohoo! Boom!
Oh.
Fucking 8.
Nice.
When and Tombs, you forget why you were even in this town, or what you were looking for.
So
the hell are
I
you
would like
guys?
for my eyes to go blank for a second and then go back and be like, I don't really recognize this, but I am your soon-to-be Town Master Win, and I would like for all of you to vote for me because we are still in Fandalen.
Do the rest of us have any idea that something just tried to grasp
Goodness.
us or take us?
Nope.
What the
Do we
hell
see
am I doing?
visual change in Tombs or Gwyn?
Just what they would probably say.
Okay.
What the hell is this thing? A Zoid? Who are you people? Who's this guy shackled up?
You don't forget all that. You just forget what you were thinking about in town. So
Well, I
you forget
forgot
about
what I'm thinking about. Rawr.
Nah, see?
There you see.
It's one of
Alright.
those situations where you walk into a room and you can't remember why you went in there.
Mhm.
That's like literally every second
like
of my life.
Very
so
short-term memory loss.
I can play that to a T.
Sus,
Alright,
that does
everyone
not
should-
look like pizza, and if it's not pizza, we're gonna have a good bad session. You know this.
All right, I'm gonna look at everyone and say, I know this looks stupid, but everyone needs to plug their ears. And I guess I'll do what Win was saying before. I think that makes sense. Now that let's put the rags back in Tim's ears. But it's probably gonna take a minute, I suspect.
Win, trusting Bayrick, even though Bayrick did just try to kill him a little while ago, is going to try and stuff something in his ears, but realizes that he has a hard time locating his ears because he's a fucking lizard.
You got ears.
Were you
Lizards
confused
are
why
actually
you were
super
sticking things in
sensitive
your ears?
to sound.
Why not both? I'll get there eventually. I just have holes for ears.
I would say probably the rest of you would realize that both Tombs and Win, as much as he could show, had kind of like a look of stupor on their face for just a second before they both looked visibly confused about what was going on.
Okay. I will.
So Win just looked normal.
I will follow that lead and put something in my ears. And this
That's
great
right.
building to the north is the Town Master's Hall.
Yeah, that's where the stocks were near. So yep, that's what you.
I'm gonna try to get into this I'm gonna try to get into this house, which is right next to the blood trail.
It's unlocked.
Why are you guys putting stuff in your ears?
I walk in.
This is
Think-
perception check.
I don't know what to say. How do I explain this to Toombs? I don't know what the words I would even say are. Like, magic.
Worst hard ever.
My passive is 10.
It looks like there was a struggle in this house. The lights are all out, but you can see a broken window and it looks to be some knocked over tables.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Not knowing that Bayrick has his ears covered, I'm like, Bayrick, come here!
Poor Barrick is just dragged from place to place.
He's dragging me around.
Check out the inside of this house. There was a struggle.
Hungry all of a sudden? Probably 'cause I was
Also, I found this blood trail leading up to it.
What?
I'm gonna take a
See
piece of
the-
cloth.
Well, I'm deafened, so I can't hear him. But I can.
Yeah,
I
everyone who
can.
plugged their ears is deafened.
So I can. He's gesticulating, so I can sort of intimate what he's like talking about.
Dwarven sign language.
Yeah, I mean, he's pointing at things and being like, "Hey, Barrick, look at shit." Like,
I will take
I'm gonna pick up a rock and just like do dwarven sign
I
language.
know they're thick.
use your
Oh,
special
yeah.
eyes and look at it.
Also, look at this cute baby.
Baz, I don't know if you said if you're stuffing your ears or not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I haven't stuffed my ears, and I probably.
I
won't.
think so. Everyone but Tybalt then.
Which sounds about right, to be honest.
I moved up to the door of the town master.
Yeah,
Is the door unlocked? Locked.
it's locked.
All right. I will cast invisibility on myself. And I will use my mage hand to try and unlock the door.
Okay, sleight of hand.
I'm gonna gesture to Bayrick and try to ask him why he has things in his ear.
It opens.
Oh God, how do I do this without unplugging my ears? Oh, your ears aren't plugged, so I can just
My
tell
ears
you.
aren't plugged up.
Yeah.
I will
Hold
invisibly,
me lit.
stealthily move in.
Yeah.
I guess I would just say there's some sort of external force that seems to be preventing people from remembering why they're here.
Good. Thank you.
But I said that really loud because I have my fingers in my ears. I'm just yelling it.
Oh, does
Like a
my imp need to
dipshit.
have something in his ear too?
He's a fucking imp.
Don't worry about that.
Brian,
Can
can I
So
have my familiar fly up about 80 feet and just kind of start circling around, and I'm gonna go use his senses to see if I can see anything.
Yeah, of course.
So
Hearing
I
aids.
am effectively deafened and blind at this time, but my owl is now searching.
I like
You
that.
technically hear through your owl, so.
Well, you can telepathically. He can send you messages.
Well,
if
at
you
least your
see,
character was
if you
already
see
deafened.
through it and hear through it, then you have to be actually your character is deaf.
The lights are all on in that house when you sneak in. Looks like a nice fire, and you can hear the sounds of pacing upstairs.